frames, drop frames 0. So far so good. We're live for 11 seconds. Alright, anyway, welcome back. Today I want to look at something really interesting. This is something I tried doing in the last live stream, but it kind of failed a lot because I didn't quite know where the resources were. So what I want to do is I want to, I'm pointing over here to the TB03. I want to start controlling my hardware with some of Bitwig's macros. So what that means is if you look down here, there's all this stuff here. So you've got all these little knobs and things. So we can add these sorts of things and control it a little bit with macros. So the problem I had was I couldn't work out what the Midi CC notes were, and also I had no idea how I'd go about doing this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start kind of fresh, and I'm going to delete everything I've done here so far. So I want to make sure I remember this though. So we're on channel 2. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete everything here. Start again. Right. So this is the TB03, and I want to access that by inserting a hardware instrument. And then we're ringing. We've got phone call after that little interlude. So yeah, I've got things to talk about. So where did we get to? Okay, so we're going to try and make a software interface to our hardware, which is over here. And what I want to do is I think I'm going to start with a container. And the reason for that is I want to do some tricky things. So I'm going to do that. Put a container down. Did they actually do it? This is what happens when you move away from your computer. Okay, container. Chain. That's what I want to do. Chain. Right, so I'm going to put a chain down. Now, with the chain, I want to do a couple of things. I want to insert into that Midi CC control and also the instrument. So I might start with the instrument. So let's get that in there. So we're going to do Bitwig device hardware instrument. Okay, so remembering correctly, I need to set this to complete audio 6 MIDI. That's controlling my MIDI. It was on channel 2 for me, not for you, because that's the channel I put it on. And the input is TB03, so I should be able to get some notes coming through there. Should be able to hear that. Alright, so that's notes coming through. That's the TB03. Now, at the moment I can't control it. I can turn knobs over here and control that, but I want to have some macros in Bitwig and control that knob. So before the instrument, I believe I need to place a Bitwig device Midi CC. Right, now this is where it gets a little bit confusing. So what I tried to find before and I couldn't was, let me bring this down, the Midi implementation chart. You can find this on Roland's website. It's actually there. I couldn't see it before for the life of me. But anyway, it's in there. It's under Midi control. And so on here you can see we've got envelope mod, accent level, overdrive, delay feedback, resonance, cutoff, decay, slide status. I don't know what slide status is. That'd be kind of fun to play with. And tuning. Okay, so we're going to be interested in these numbers here. This is the control change, or the CC numbers, MIDI CC. We're just going to be interested in this section. And I know that the MIDI CC device that we've just added only has 8 controls, so we need more than that. Right, so what we need to do is we also need to set the MIDI channel of the MIDI CC to 2 to match the same as our hardware. So this is on MIDI channel 2. I'm not sure if you can see that or see me doing that, pointing at that. I can't see anything going. Okay, there we go. So yeah, this is on MIDI channel 2. And the first thing we need to do is work out what we're going to select first. I think, let me put that back to 0. Well, that knob's actually off center. Weird. I need to start mapping these. So let's bring up this again. So we're looking at tuning. So tuning is on CC 104. So if we go down to here, I'm going to double click it and I'm going to type in 104. So now that's sending on MIDI channel 2 to CC 104. Now in here, no, this one. These are the mappable parameters here, right? So this is going to give me a the amount of information I'm going to send to that MIDI CC channel. Now, if I did this, I can still control it with this, but I found that it's just a little bit easier just to use this macro here, and it's easier later on, and we'll get to that in a bit. So what I need to do is I need to label these as well. So MW doesn't mean anything to me. So this one is tuning. We'll name that tuning, and that should let me at least know what that is. And I should name this one too. So let's name that one tuning. And I'm going to be naming lots of things in duplicates here in a second. Let's see. So yeah, I think I want to do it like this. So now that we've got that tuning in, I'm going to add the rest of them in, I think. Let's do it first. So next one's going to be cut off, and that one is on 74. So it's going to be oops, cut off. Cut off on CC74. I think that's right. Yeah. And next one is resonance. So I'm just going to type in res. Res. Yeah. Res. That one is on 71. Yes, 71. Now, before we go too far, let's try and I can't hear it coming through. Okay, my monitors turned themselves off for some reason. So there. So the tuning's working. Cut off. Resonance is all working. That's fine. Let's just set this at. Actually, let's set this at 50. Oops. No. And that is what? Oh, yeah, that's right. Can't do that. So the actual center of that is 63.5, I think it is, or 62.5, 63.5, which is why we're going to use macros a bit later on. Let's get to that in a bit. So the next one is envelope mod. So that one is 12. Okay, 12. And that one is envelope mod. That is good. And I will call this one the same. Right. Next one is decay. 75. So MIDI CC 75. That one is called decay. And let's name this decay as well. So if we do this, that one goes up and down. Great. Next one is accent. Accent is 16. 16. Accent. And name that. So all we're doing at the moment is we're using this device to send MIDI CC to the MIDI controller. And if you want to know how to set up the MIDI and the MIDI devices, then look at the previous video, because that shows you how to set up how I set up my whole setup with MIDI, and setting up the channels, and also importing in the hardware and doing lots of stuff, all the routing. So if you missed that, check it out. That'll help you out. So all I'm interested in at the moment is controlling now the unit with MIDI CC. Okay, so that was accent. Now we're looking at overdrive. Overdrive, which is 17. So 17. It's overdrive. So that's overdrive. Okay, that's working. Next one, how far is that up? That's pretty much around there. And this next one is all to do with the delay. Actually, I wonder if I should. There's 3 more parameters. Now I don't know what slide status is. There is Ah, there it is. So slide status. So you can, oh, this is actually, that's going to be cool. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to forget about the last macro here. I'm just going to pretend it doesn't exist. Actually, can I even remove it? Yeah, I can. Save and apply. Good stuff. So that's gone. Next one I want to do, I want to add now another Midi CC controller in there. Midi CC. Okay, so we've got the chain. Inside the chain we've got Midi CC, and then the hardware instrument. So we need to make sure this is on the right channel. So I'm at channel 2. And then this one is going to be time. Or we should just do delay. Del. Will delay work? Let's call it the whole thing. Delay time. And this one's going to be feedback. Feedback. Actually, you know what? I should put that back in. Because this has to do with delay. This doesn't. So let's put that back in. Let's undo what we did. Put the knob back in. Right. Save and apply. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the slide over here where it should be. All right. So let's make that -1. I believe -1 turns it off. Yes, it does. So that's delay time and feedback. So delay time is on 18. Is that right? Delay time 18. Yep. And the feedback is on 19. Sweet. So inside here, well, that's interesting. I did not know it did that. What is this? Okay. Right. And then go back to this page. And then, wait, where's the... Okay, this is a little unexpected. So, how then do I add a page for that? Surely this is different. This is where it gets interesting. See, I haven't done this. I haven't done it yet. So I'm learning as you are. So I thought... Wait. Device page. Control. Index. Value. Value. That value is based on this one, but it's actually grabbing the first one. I'm going to just delete that for a second. So... how does that even work? So there's the CC value. Do I actually have to? Let's put it back in. Open this back up again and wow. How do you do that? Come on, Bitwig, this is sad. Okay, so that's supposed to be the what? Okay, so it's tricking me. For some reason, it's actually added the names of this one into here, even though I created a new one, which is not what I want. So that was what was confusing me. So this one here should be oh, fun times. There we go, delay time, and this one is feedback. So let's put that in there. And this is nothing. That's nothing. 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 Alright, so effectively we can then, in this one, remove these off. Which we don't need right now. Can you delete these? Yeah. Yep, that's not right. There's a bug here. This has definitely got to be a bug. This is just not right. Okay, let's just... no. Okay, so... hopefully the stall works. Yes. Yes. Okay. Very cool. So, that's pretty scary. That is quite scary. That works. So, what? Oh, I swear, it's done hidden. Okay, so now let's get back on track. So now we've got delay time, delay feedback, and I wanted to add this one in here, which was slide status, which is 102 slide stat. I have no idea what this is going to do. So let's no, that's wrong. Shouldn't be doing that. Okay, so 102. What? Why is it doing that then? Oh, it's because something I did, wasn't it? Okay, let's see. No, it's doing that. How do I add a knob back in there? I've wrecked it. P7? What? How do you do how do you get it back into P7? Let's see if I can revert back to before I start deleting things. I was sure there's a way you could drag things over to here. I can't remember how to do it now. So if that is... it's supposed to be 102 anyway. Yeah, so it's supposed to do this, right? Yeah, that's right. That's it. They fixed it. Phew. Right. So now that does that. Okay, so I did it the wrong way. So yeah, I'm not sure what the slide does yet. We'll get that later. All right, so I'm procrastinating. Let's put that back down to there, and we'll call this slide status. All right, there we go. Now, what we have are controls. Now, at the moment, I don't want to be able to. I don't want to have to come to this screen and open up all these things to control something. So I want to start adding some macros here. What this is going to allow me to do is just have the first part of the chain open and not look inside the chain. And I'll show you in a second what I mean. So I want to add some macros in here. So I'm going to add a macro. Start with one. And this macro I'm going to call tuning. Yep. More text. And I'm going to click on this little blue thing, and then I can Wait, let me just reset that. Now click on the blue thing and turn it all the way around. There we go. So now this knob is controlling the tuning knob. And you have more control over this because now when I set it at 50%, I'm now dead center. So the tuning is what it is on the actual hardware. So if I detune that and then stick it back at 0, it's the same note. So then if I turn this down, stick it back at 50%, that's the same note. So that's what I want to do. Let me just save that quickly. So then we're going to just keep adding macros, and then what that allows us to do is turn off the chain. Okay, yes. Yes, and see, I this is a bug. I can't fix that. that is going to keep doing that all the time. So I can't change the names of these. It's going to keep changing the names of those and backwards and forwards until we're done. So I am going to leave it. So yeah, well, I can turn the chain off, and then I can just control everything with these macros. So that's what I want to do. Right, next one is cut off. There is a quick way to do this. So I'm going to add macro again, and I'm going to click on the blue arrow and then turn that all the way around. So it's going to give me the full control. There we go. And that one is cut off. Now I can click on that and then duplicate it, and then I should be able to move this around. No, what? Let me. Yep, there we go. I can move it around, but it's probably just quicker just to duplicate it. Because what happens then? Oh no, it's not doing it. I thought it was going to copy the actual control parameters. Okay, so this one's going to be res. Res. So very cool. And then we just click on the plus sign, opens up another patch, and add another macro. And we're going to keep doing this until I'm done. So this one's going to be so we've done tuning, cutoff, res, envelope mod. Oh. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. Envelope. Right, so you can't put a space in there. I should be able to do that. Right, because I'm editing that. Envelope. Yeah. Mod. What? What is going on? Okay, so that is that. Then I wish I could just drag that to there and then it would edit. Click on that, another macro. Oops, decay. Dev. Decay. New macro. Accent. Oh, it's already up. Need to turn it down. Ah, damn. Set to default value. Turn that off. Right, let's fix that. There we go. Accent. And then we add in another one, another macro. And this one's going to be Overdrive. Turn that over there. Overdrive. The next one, slide status. I don't know what you do. I'll just call it slide stat. Right, now we're going to get to the other one, which is which you can't see anymore because the names have come off. delay. Should I? Might just click in here, duplicate that, and can I do that again? If I delete this, is it going to remove that one? No, cool. I want to segregate them just for later on, because I'm going to be doing some more complicated ones later, and this is just going to do my head in. Okay, so this one's going to be delay time, and this one is going to be delay feedback. Yes, delay feedback. So let's go. Man, I hope this works. Delay feedback, and no, delay time, delay feedback. Here we go. Right. Now, so that means I can now close up the chain for now. Do I need to? I might need to boost the volume of this a little bit. Let's just go 4 dB-ish. Right. So now I can close up the chain, so that the chain is closed, and that's all I need. So from now on, I can save this as, can I save it from there? I can't remember how to save it now. From inside here. Nope. I thought you just saved it from... Huh. Ah. Copy, paste, delete. And I thought you just clicked on it and then saved. Oh, there's saved the preset library. There we go. Weird. Okay, so I'm going to call it. Put it under instrument. Is there one? Lead. What about synth? Let's put it under synth, and we'll call it the TB03 Midi CC. Now that's going to be cool. So I'm going to be able to keep this in here, and I'm going to be able to load it up as a preset, and then I don't have to do this again. Perfect. So the reason why I want to do this, and why it's a good idea, is that I mean, I can live record these in with my hands if I want to, and that's something I'm going to have a go at. But I also want to be able to automate everything in the hardware instrument from Bitwig software, and this is how to do it, and this is great. Okay, so let me just move this out of the way. So I just got a little MIDI keyboard over here, you can't see it, which I'm tapping on right now. Okay. Now the slide is between the two notes, so we're going to try something in a second. Now at the moment I've just got like a the 909 or the TR09 just throwing a kick through, so that's going to give me a bit of a tempo, and then we are going to just put in a couple of notes. Let's try and do some slides as well. Just some random pattern. Right, so I want to now utilize what I've done and do some automation just on this, And so let's bring back this. So if we look at the slide, the slide's kind of like the glide, right? Okay, that's kind of cool. So what I can do now is that I can now automate all these things. But at the moment, and there's an earthquake. Very cool. Lots of interruptions today. And the glide, let's set the glide. Yeah, that's really interesting. Okay, so I should really call that glide instead of slide stat. That'd make more sense to me. Now at the moment, I'm not getting a lot of drive. Right, so now to automate this stuff, all you need to do is just right click on the knob you want to automate and then add automation lane. Click on this little device here and then there is the macro. So that's the cutoff. So if I click somewhere in here, I can now increase this over time. And that's it. That's pretty much it. And the reason why I want to do this is that I mean it's going to be here forever now, and I can do tweaks to it if I want to. But now all I need to do is just import this chain, and it's done. And I can name the device chain. I can give it a name, and I'll be able to know what it is. So let's go back to this again and go back to our cutoff. So then the other thing that should go with it really is the accent, I guess. No, the res. So once again, just right click on that, add automation lane, and then there's res. And so I can increase the resolution. It's not resolution. I can increase the res over time. And that's it. Simple as that. That's great. So I need to move on in a bit, and I need to do the JP08. Now it really looks funny because I'm looking to my left, even though I'm looking to my right, and touching on the right, so it kind of looks like I'm looking in the opposite direction. It's the magic of cameras. So I need to do the JP08, and this has a ton of Midi CC in it, and it's going to be a nightmare. I might do that off camera, but anyway, so there we go. That is pretty much what I want to do. You can do this to any hardware device, and the beauty about it is that you can customize it how you want. So you've seen how I've done it. It's really simple. So if we open up the chain again, what you see inside there is you get to see the Midi CC, which this is wrong. Remember, this is a bug. We found a bug here. You got the Midi CC stuff, and then you got the hardware instrument over here, all neatly tied up in a little package, with all our macro controls here sending data to Midi CC. Now that is fantastic. Now I just wanted to try that slide. That's with it off, so the notes are just straight. It's got a bit of twang to it. Very cool. All right, well, I hope you've enjoyed that. It's I mean, it's probably a little bit convoluted, I feel. And it seemed to take a long time to do, but it's just a little process I wanted to show you on how to map your hardware, and that's it. Game over. Keep producing, make some stuff, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.